Stuart Cracknell here, powered by EXP. You can find me at 135 Portland Road in Hove. I thought I'd just take a moment to do a little bit of a review of the year that I've just had. Obviously 2023 was much talked about in the media as being a terrible year for the property market and property values falling. Actually, my experiences were that it was a stronger market than in 2022. There was less down valuations on my sales stock. My pipeline was converting easier and more efficiently than last year. And every year I set up my business with a winter launch, so a Boxing Day launch of a number of properties. I did that last year with 12 units, and within that first few weeks I sold 10 of those properties, and 2 of them had actually completed by the end of February. So that's properties spanning across the coast, so they've not all been Brighton and Hove. I had one linked deal that was down in Climping and Aldwick near Bognor Regis. But I have had some high profile sales in Hove. Sold a large property opposite the big development on the corner of Sackville Road and Pointer Road, and that one was over £750,000. We had numerous people bidding for it, and the lady moved in about 2 months ago, which is superb. I've also sold a terraced house, period terraced house in Brunswick, Lower Market Street. And that's a property that had been on the market for a couple of years with previous estate agents, and that one exchanged contracts this week, and they're very excited to move in next week. I've also sold quite a bit in the Portland Road area. Most recently we've sold another one of the masonettes above the shops there at Portland Road, and interestingly I sold one this time last year. It completed last November, and the one that I sold that completed in September this year has sold for just a few £1,000s more, which I think is indicative of the fact the market hasn't dropped significantly in value. It has actually held its value pretty well. In fact, I've had another example of that this week, selling the property in Salisbury Road in the Athenaeum, and that one, we've marketed it for less than 25 days, had multiple offers on it, and it sold for just a few £1,000s more than another unit in the same block which completed in June through a different one of my competitors. So actually, the market this year has been pretty solid and pretty good, and of course there are those examples of properties that you take on that don't sell for one reason or another. But basically we're having good success selling locally, and if you're interested and you like to move next year, now's the time to commission.